Nuke up next. The pistol round is about to commence. Complexity in the blue corner. In the baby poo brown corner is Astralis, and we're off to the races.
That's the official name of that color as well. The Valve devs put in a lot of time coming up with that one.
Yeah, they got the Pantone color.
So Astralis on their T side, very aggressive towards outside. We all see the first shots coming from Blame F, but not connecting just yet. It's going to be the first shot from Mater. So P250's out in full force here, two of them, as they navigate their way towards lower.
Oh, back they go.
Back they actually, everyone
Oh,
goes
it's a
back.
free topside. Look at this.
No, they've gobbled it up. They got out the knife and fork, they sliced it up, and they ate the bait. That's nasty. Now all in hell, and Device, well, he can cause hell. That's all the util on Obo. Fortunately, he lives to fight another day. He could flash config in.
Oh, the smoke's pretty wonderful as well here.
Oh, yeah, it's perfect. He can't, could he flash through? I mean, he could still throw the flash, but their options getting more and more limited now. They're going for main.
Yeah, this is a 9-met. They still have an HE, a smoke, a flashbang, and a defuse kit, but it looks like Astralis are way too comfortable at this point, and you can see that reflected now in the fragging. Another headshot delivered there by Dupree, and now just poor old Obo. 1 kill to his name, 3 to find. First shot could be his, but Dupree says no, at a very, very important pistol.
Rewatching that in Skybox, if they went lower, Complexity would have loved it. They had 1 player ladder and 3 players stacked towards ramp, so they would have had all their forces ready to fight that. But that little juke showing all that information outside, you can see how powerful it is, and the force fire will come through once again for Complexity. Let's see if they're able to convert anything this time round.
And just an extra note, if I'm Complexity, put yourself in their shoes. I'm questioning every call I make now, and that was after the pistol, and seconding guessing everything. Top site for now, we can see they're gathering in lobby. Rush with just a Desert Eagle, he can make that work very well in close range. 2 bullets to the belly button's all it takes, 1 to the head as always. And Glave's checking the corners, clears it out. Blame trying to do something similar with his Desert Eagle on the site, yet to be flushed out of position. Glaive isn't going to check it, and so Blame with his frag onto Magis, because now opened up Yard, 4v4.
Yeah, they have no kit though. They might be better off just saving the Deagles, the Galil, the Scout, and having another go. Now the bomb's already down, you're not going to win this round, so I think saving here, although it's a weird kind of outlier of the round right now, is 4-on-4, but trust me, it's the best call to make, and they're going to make it as well. So that's good to see. It's rare to see only a couple of kills go down in Counter-Strike, but here we are.
It's not the unicorn round.
No.
I think we had 1 of those in my cast of Pro League.
Very close,
yeah,
right?
Very minimal.
Yeah. But we've also got the term which we'll be using a lot for all the viewers at home, which is nutmegging.
The nutmeg, yes.
So when you see a smoke go down and then someone uses it to their advantage to either sit in and wait for it to disappear where they have advantage, or to sneak through the 26 days of counter.
Gosh, someone somewhere with an admin jersey on is having a heart attack when he hears that.
They're pretty happy right now, I would say, if they're scheduling fans as well, with how this one's kicking off.
Very quick. Mage's having a bit of a spot of bother, and now a second bite of the cherry, and it tastes so much sweeter for Complexity. Now the CT rifles start to connect. And this force buy from round 2 is working well into round 3. The save has paid off initially. Boys, Poison lands a dink with the Scout, but again, Glaive clawing it back. That's his second.
Glaive is a monster on Nuke, and that was 3 opening kills there for Complexity, but still a 2-on-2 now. Glaive with the smoke down, Obo towards Hut. Bomb to be planted as he swing on this. Apparently, he should get a kill off this as well. Oh no! That shouldn't happen. There's no way.
2 body shots, and Glaive with just 2 HP looking for the ace. Blame will catch him down. And now a 1v1. Device is low.
He knows he hasn't got a care here. He doesn't have the faces at all. He won't be challenging off the first defuse attempt. Yeah, perfect. Device knows. He's too good in these situations. There's no way you're going to take him down. He probably won't even face again. Throw a little flash, get you interested. He knows you're not going for it.
He knows.
He already knows, Chad. It's already done. He's confirmed it
And
now.
if you're pushing her, I'm going squeaky. Lovely work from Device.
Yeah, that's amazing from Device, but Glaive hitting that shot on Obo, that's me done like super slow motion. So yeah, doesn't matter if Device dies there. He wins the round. Amazing work, very calm.
Into the site and they're not checking you. Those are situations where you have no idea where they're running. This one quite there felt that Obo should
not flank him. Through lobby, they start their CT aggressions. This could very well be the first Complexity round. It's looking positive in terms of the amount of information they've managed to attain here.
But can they hold on to it? Just made us now towards lower. The rest of them focusing towards a heaven push, but looks of things here. Blame gets the bomb. And this is the lobby push coming in now. You're looking like a very promising round for Complexity, but Glaive finds an opening again, and Poison hasn't looked his best today.
He's got so much responsibility. First ramp, then outside, then back again, and now back towards outside. Device descends secret. Oh, spotted that jump, costs him the info. Enough for Poison to perhaps call the rotate in from his squad. Obo's the only one there to receive for now, and a prime position to at least find one. Magisk with nades in his hand is only chipped away at.
Oh, you got to hit those, Obo. He's had a couple of misses so far, but Poison should be able to make up for it. But the Molotov is everything. The timing. Now they will get the bomb down here. Astralis are clawing this round back once again, but Magisk goes down now. 4-on-2. Glaive left a device.
What is he supposed to do here? Glaive, you've made some hero plays and a double kill. Well, that's a fantastic way to start. He's not expecting a third from ramp. Rush does manage to find the necessary frag, jiggling the doors. Device 1-1 clutch, but this just seems too tall of an order. No health. 2 players to find, and just gets up out of the line of sight.
He's not going to face again.
He's not going to do it again.
Oh, come on.
Don't even have a look.
He didn't even check it.
And now Rush gets caught. He's going to win it again. Device.
Between now and November.
Educated.
By the time he does like a massive 1-on-4 clutch, it's going to be sick.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you say, do you know who Dwayne Johnson is? And he'd go, that guy from Jumanji.
Oh, that's a terrible movie. Anyway, back into the...
Looking for 5 here. Deeper outside smokes this time, focusing towards the main entrance and garage area. Flashbangs will go forward as well.
These ones are interesting, right? They use the timing of these smokes. The warehouse smoke, as the spam comes through, it won't actually land too much damage. It looks a little bit scarier than it is. But Vertigo from Config, that'll actually come on through with the assist onto Glaive. He's been the danger man right now, and Config wants more. Can't take down Zippy. Will do his best, but the trades continue here in Astralis. They're pushing through.
But looking very efficient as well. You can see the communication's very good for the Danes today. Spotted one towards the nest position. That's going to be Poison. 2 and 3. Desert Eagle, no armor. Blame F towards Garrett. He's done a lot of damage so far. He's going to find a bomb here. That goes down. 35 seconds. They can actually do this.
Yeah, now for the first time this map, Astralis are going to be flustered. They do not have control of the bomb. They do have a numbers disadvantage, and Blame, he's actually going for a more passive hold of that bomb. He knows time is of the essence for Astralis.
Yeah, every second he can find here is going to be valuable. 20 remaining now. They've got no smoke to pick up the C4. They've got a few flashes. There's no way Astralis can win this round.
How do they win this round?
There shouldn't be a way.
And that's it, converted. Nice work.
It was a 4-on-4. They saved the Galil, and it made sure that Blame F actually had 4 grand coming into this round, able to use the M4, where his teammates had the Desert Eagle, and he wins the round, gets 3 kills for it, gets him into the game. Jobs are good, and we are going to talk about the Tech Night a lot more in this tournament, the Road to Rio. It has been changed, it has been modified and brought back out of the darkness now as he rushed towards uppers to breathe the lead the way, and he gets down the vent as well. No one challenging that whatsoever.
The bomb? Is it on Magisk? Yes, okay, so he's actually still outside. So they've got the vent presence. Won't be seeing the fast plant. Instead, Zipex is trying to play a dangerous game, and he's got the timing.
Nutmegged him.
Oh, he's completely and totally nutmegged him. Obo made so much noise. Dupree was ready thanks to the call. Now he's got a weapon and full access to the low site. Magisk, the actual bomb in all of this, is only just now arriving in secret. Blame's having a battle towards the ramp room. Dupree's cleared out the AWPer. We've got ourselves a 3v3 with full low site control.
And they are fully invested as well, bear in mind. Tech9's Desert Eagles down to the 3-on-3, but Complexity feeling the heat here. Molotov towards ramp, and they're going to go for the bomb plant here as well. We're going to throw the decoy in. It's going to throw this smoke on the right-hand side. Mages just locks off their access points. And Dupree to defend. Bomb planted, a 3-on-3. Kits available for the CT side.
This is a very nice headshot angle for anybody defending that low ramp position.
Oh, they're all together as well. This would be so difficult.
Bonk. And Astralis, you can see how well they're holding it because they have so much conviction as to where they have to rotate through. Now Flash, Dupree trying to stand his ground a little bit, doesn't want to bait his teammate, and that's the frags they needed. 2, 3 frags in quick succession, and Cole, they'll retake it nicely. That's going to be the second round on the board, and they needed it.
That's much more like it from Complexity. Comfortable defuse as well there, just to note. It is going to be 4-2, and that was the force buy from Astralis.
And all those changes could make the game potentially...
If you are on the T side now, today's game, you are just trying to bleed out utility, grenades, any mistakes that are made. If you're going to sit back and wait, you might as well do it in style, and we'll see them just bleed out the clock and the money of Complexity. Yeah.
And maybe even win the round based off half of these that we had go down.
There is a chance they win the round.
We saw full Glock rounds, full USP rounds. I don't know if we're going to see P2.
Ooh, the bait and switch.
See ya.
All it was Glaive's shoulder and Dupree's bullet, 50 cal between the eyes. Now 5 versus 4. You said they can win it. They certainly can.
They're going to swarm ramp here.
He's desperate for information.
So they know they've pulled the AWP away from ramp, right? So it makes sense, but Obo up against unarmored opposition here. Very calm.
Nice.
Finds the bomb. Job done. They've lost 1 player en route, but looks like that's all they'll be losing as Glaive left now, which is the AUG. No armor. And 15 seconds, he wants to die. He needs money for the next round, he'll have to give his mission up, and they know it. Good kill, takes Poison down. They're going to try and let him survive here, which is fine. If he keeps the Orc, he still has enough for armor and nades. So it's not the worst case scenario. He just wants to make sure he doesn't die after time.
Well, that's nice.
Ooh, now he's getting away with that.
Nice.
He'll take that any day of the week. A bit of a gamble with...
Cross gives him that for free. So that's a big pickup right there. But this was good stuff by Obo. Now, Obo is one of these prodigies, I suppose, that we could label him on, or at least a name who gets thrown into that bucket. And now he's kind of... I don't want to... So this is a first big experience for him as an individual to keep in mind.
I hadn't even thought about the personal side of that for him.
He is, what, 17, 18?
Yeah.
Like, fair enough. If he's distracted or not playing his absolute best right now, I can imagine it's a tough time as a young man, but still, amazing
16,
experience.
Henry.
He's 16 with a job. Not many people can say they had that, but he certainly has.
How was I doing back then?
I was lifting gravel bags for
I was
old ladies.
stacking shelves somewhere. That's what I was up to.
He's got a different trajectory, and that's an open up from the preserved Orc. Glaive throws it over to Device, and Device happy to find first blood. Through the smoke, more successful spray. Good grief, look at the damage. But Magisk does shut Blame down.
Thing is, that's unconfirmed damage as well. It's through the smoke. They're not sure how much they've done there, but Config up for the fight at least. He's cool. They're not going towards lower.
He might get away with a couple of kills here. He's really quick on this chase.
He's got to do something, right? He can't just let them have full access towards lower or upper. He needs to make a play, and he could save the day with the damage inflicted towards Magisk and Glaive. They're not watching Secret at all.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. First kill's a good one, and the second's beautiful.
That was stunning. Two very quick kills from Config with backs turned, and now Astralis scramble. This is where we've seen Complexity convert the rounds. If they can manifest some chaos within the Danish T side, suddenly they've got to deal with this unforeseen circumstance of Config. And that's the frag they needed. Of course it's Glaive. What a rascal. He's got 20 seconds. His teammates are going up heaven. Where's the bomb? It's on Glaive's back. What's the play here?
There's no CTs lower at all. They're both in the lobby position right now. So the bomb does go to
They have to go ladder.
They're in a great spot. There's 10 seconds remaining. The CTs are here. They should be able to win this one now. We'll see the first kill for Dupree, but now 3 players remaining. They'll be absolutely fine there.
About to go down Secret with the bomb and looking at his two teammates going up ladder with, what, 15, 17 seconds left. At that point, you're like, oh, they've probably lost this round. But these two bangers of shots here, because Rush actually saw Dupree cross the rafter, the communication couldn't have been clear because we had one player with their back turned hut. That round could have gone either way, even though Glaive hit that amazing shot.
So an eco here for Complexity. They will have one M4A4 for Config, but that's about Config, one of the star players of the squad. Challenged and now giving up his weapon. The fact is towards the trophy room. He'll have to fall back and reposition himself as they come towards main entrance, knowing that upper should be relatively clear.
Certainly should be. Just a USP, needs 2 dinks. Rush gets them.
Again?
Config as well onto Magisk. Could they really pull it off with just USPs? It should still go their way, but Config, despite they knew where his M4 was, he's held top sight down.
Rush is sticking in that position. He's not moving here. He knows that they know exactly where he is. And just wants to buy time at this point. Zipex being a little bit uncomfortable, goes towards lower. Good play. There's something to this. There's no CTs towards this part of the map whatsoever, and Glaive can catch him going down towards the vent as well.
Oh, he even accelerated to try and catch it, but misses his shots. That might slow the CTs down. Zipex has got the bomb down, but now this duel is everything. If he can clear out Poison before his teammates arrive, he finds the angle. A 2v5 on the cards. Glaive aggressive on ramp. He's got so many. Overwhelmed. It only gets the one. A 1 versus 3 for Zipex, the clutch minister.
Bear in mind, they have no armor, no kits, and Zipex knows it. Similar storyline to what Device had in the first half. First kill is his. Config goes down. The Danger Man so far. They have to go for a full defuse here. They pretty much have to guarantee that comes in. First kill for Zipex. Does he make his way towards the bomb? He certainly does. And is there time to defuse? There's not. He's done it once again in a 3 versus 1. It's going to take them up to 6-3 here. Complexity on the eco. It felt good. The fact they brought it down to a 1 versus 1 is great.
Play where they all dropped in, they were boosting. Watch this. If we get it full, they drop into this molly and it actually does significant damage. So I was worried with the play because I thought, oh, they're swarming the site. They might not get a chance to play the mid round. But Zippy getting down the vent, that was the only avenue for Astralis. So very lucky again.
Well, upper rush changing the pace here. It's a good flashbang and a good grenade as well. Doing significant damage towards the T's. Rush will find one and Config needs a couple here. There's so much chaos and pandemonium ensuing towards upper at this stage. It's still a 3-on-3, but a headshot connects towards Obo and it does 6 damage.
6 damage into the head. And now Device is dead. Will get traded 2v2. Bomb ticking in favor of Astralis, and Poison's coming in from main. He's made no secret of that.
Yeah, well, he's got the AWP at this stage as well. He's got a Molotov remaining. He's just trying to provide some supportive utility. No one's going to be challenging. They can hear his scope towards main. Throws a Molotov. That will flush Glaive out, but can he tuck himself in? I think he can.
Oh, Obo, that's going to be a... Excuse me, it's Poison. That's a nasty gap in their info. The transfer is huge from Blame. Kit on his back, and he pulls home the 4th. Ooh, that's almost an Astralis equivalent. You know, they just gave them a taste of their own...
Here he comes. Glaive did enough to give them access towards the upper bomb side, but so much damage was inflicted. Wasn't quite enough to get them over the finish line here. The double swing coming in from Blame F and Poison, knowing the Glaive wire. The Tech Knight.
Here we go.
We know it's fast-paced. Presumably smokes outside, get towards Secret. That could be cool. Or just straight up rush ramp. We'll see what they've got in mind. As they might... Oh, the flash towards up. It's going through the hut. You don't see many of these days.
You really do not see topside rushes, and perhaps Config and Rush can tell us why. Big spray, double kill, one more to find. Devices Tech 9 does do damage. And now a 2 versus 3. Calming down for just a moment before Glaive falls, and that's the wrap. Poison confirms it, and we have ourselves a pretty damn close half.
Top right now, if they're able to win the half, that's all delicious for the Astralis camp. They are more than full. They've had enough to eat.
They're looking good.
And they're ready for the second half.
And they're going to be a little bit more tentative their approach here. This is the eco, but as we said, Astralis can make these sort of rounds work. It's going to be Glaive to open things up with the Desert Eagle, taking down Blame F for Poison. AWP will answer back with a couple of headshots in the Desert Eagle. I assumed he had that one. Yep. Apparently not.
Their assumption, one can't be faulted for that. Device, however, he has a different picture in his mind. Tested on ramp. Obo's been doing fantastic work on making sure these duels...
Yeah, remember they've got no armor here, so they need to be very careful. And one by one they go. A little bit underwhelming here. Mages will get the bomb. He knows he has to get the kill here. Flashbang thinks better of it. And Obo, 23 HP, has to give in eventually. Just to secure the round.
He might push Obo into Device, however, because he needs to rotate somewhere. Device is in main.
Yeah, he doesn't see it coming.
There's no way he expects the transition here, so this is a free kill for Obo unless he keeps his... Oh, the timing on this.
Could have been
That
special.
was wild.
Yeah, nearly. Yeah. Just tucking around the corner. But it does open up the B site. So for now, Magisk will at least have the uncontested plant. He's opted for one right by the doors. Decon angle available as well.
Chance.
It certainly is a chance. Oh, audio enables him to build the picture of one. Yeah, and Config,
Probably going to end up winning this half, I dare say, as they keep 3 players survived here. Just looking for any T-sided weaponry they can get their hands on. Well, as we'll see the replay from Devices, some great Desert Eagle shots here. We always say on their full ecos, they've always got a chance here, but Obo, once again, as you mentioned, already shown some promise towards the ramp area. Very calm, very calculated with his shots here, not fully committed on the sprays, and then fell back when he was low HP as well. Just to confirm. Exactly.
Obo,
yep.
And that's a crucial thing against an opponent like this. It can be easy to get your game plan shaken.
3 orgs.
Something
Very curious.
Something to be said about those orgs.
We're going to be learning a lot about these weapons, how the adjustments have come on in and how that's going to sit in pro play. But we've got the fast ladder smokes here coming on in. This is to get access around towards top ladder as away they go.
Ooh, Blame F now dancing around the smoke. His teammate goes down, but damage has been inflicted. If he swings now, he's got a kill, but Magus will tuck himself in. Still towards the CT blue box. This is a big kill. Poison will pull one back. The Blame F is dropped. Double kill for the sniper now, and they actually have the man advantage out of nowhere.
Yeah, this frag from Poison's given it to them. Obo's extended it, and now a bit of a...
Got a flashbang, a Molotov. It's up to Device ready to crack up in a bomb site, give them a fighting chance. Chose an upper.
Yeah, Config's the one playing it. Dupree's taking the bomb down lower, though. Maybe a frag and events. Ooh, he wants to make it look good. A frag, though. Config will start to deploy his utility. He wants to find Poison, and Poison's waiting for it as well. Well played by Complexity.
I don't know about the R8, but they will go for... They will limp in with what I guess we could call this a half buy, right? I think this is probably a half buy. They're spending a little bit of their money here. Nades towards the top they've been conditioning them with, but towards ramp. Obo needs to go big.
And he's got a good 1v1 to start it all off.
Yeah, he's looked good in ramp room, to be honest with you. He's only really been tested against pistols, to be fair, but that's normally when you'll get tested the most. The bomb goes down. He can fight for his life here, as the org looking very promising indeed. Dupree left on a 5-on-1. Obo racking up the totals now, as he had to have a pretty quiet start towards Nuke. A couple of missed shots, but looking very comfortable now, as Dupree pulls one back. Got the Galil, but that's probably all we have to say about this round. There it is.
T-sided rounds. It was pretty wild for a while there. But now that we're seeing Nuke be played by almost everybody, it seems like everybody's had to pick up Nuke because a lot of teams don't want to play Vertigo. The map's had a lot of innovation and Astralis have had to copy quite a bit. This time, Blame will get taken down. That's the opening found. It looks like
I think it was just a little under the lamppost to see the smokes and the incendiary as well, just to make sure that no one can be challenging Secret as they start their walk. I say that. Opo's got intentions of his own. Throws out the incendiary that doesn't quite achieve his desired goal. I say that with the back turned. He strikes and cuts down Glaive to half. Poison has drawn first blood as well. 4v4.
Dupree's heard that reload. Zipex, though, dropped by the sniper. Glaive given the responsibility to try and pull that frag back towards ramp. You can see aware of the possibility as he tentatively looks from the upper bomb side. Config, though. This is more like Config style. Getting in towards the lobby. It's a little bit unusual. We'll see whether he can actually step up here with the AK-47. Oh, Obo.
Oh, he's so cooked. Device, the one to put the spit on the Barbie. Now Config only getting the one. Spacing from Astralis effective. 2v2 with 25, where that bomb can go both sides, and now Rush has eliminated the threat. Dupree gone. And Poison, oh, woof! Poison was holding heaven, but with a sweet little pre-fire, Magisk has got himself in a winnable 1v1.
He certainly has, Alex, and there is a kit as smoke available for Rush, not out of the round by any stretch of the imagination, but they know exactly where he is now. May just hears him in the fence. He'll hold towards the double doors, and he has absolutely nailed it. We'll see where this works out for him.
Hey, it's the Astralis. It's map 2, and Nuke did see a nice equilibrium reach. 8-7 right down the middle.
Momentarily, they've actually done a very good job with their flashbangs to get across without the aid of smoke.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what Astralis were aiming to do at the start of this whole map. Now, a battle outside continues as they take access of Warehouse. They have players down lower, but perhaps coming back up. In fact, it does look like they're regrouping for full outside control. Zipex, the only one that's really there for the info here, and he's seeing so much. He's greedy for the frag. A dink onto Obo and a dink in return. And more damage inflicted. This time it's Glaive's 5-7 through the smoke. He's going to catch one eventually. Obo falls, Zipex onto another. It's just Config and Poison doing their very best. There's a lot of low HP Danes and now descending. Ooh,
Poison.
Die, okay. That would have sucked.
Bomb as well. So a 4 versus 2, but still their woes continue. They have to try and get that bomb down towards the site, and Poison with 7 HP, it doesn't look too promising for them. Config, is he in the vents right now? He is, and he's left his teammates towards the double doors. With 35 seconds remaining, I'm not sure the play's going to be here, boys. No flashes, no smokes. They have to hope for a PD50 kill, and then go from there.
Yeah, Config's going to go and try and find this duel with Device, but look how passive he's playing it. Look how calculated he's playing it. And now, just as he starts to concede and realize he has to commit to the side, the flank begins. Good frag from Config. Bomb retrieved, aware of the flank, and he's found, he's found them all! Quad kill, 1 man remains. It's Magisk, 12 HP, a single bullet from the P250. He's still got friction burns on his wrist from the last frag, but he's got a chance now for the full ace clutch. Tucks in on the corner, Magisk to save the day. A single bullet from either of these pistols can confirm it, should it be precise.
Oh, this is massive. 1 versus Config. 1. Config for the ace here.
He didn't even reload. He has 3 bullets. Precision is a requirement.
time now.
And he's walking straight into the line. Magisk, that right eye peek. It works out wonderfully. And he will shut down the dreams of a gorgeous round of Config.
That was an amazing effort there from Config. That's Config encapsulated his play style, what he can do for this team. That's what we need to see from him, and I was hoping to as well. We kind of alluded to gets 4 there. The 1 versus 1, you can understand it doesn't really work out for him. Like Alex said, 3 bullets left in the PT50. Tried his best. The 3rd kill was beautiful. Just
how quickly he takes down the other opponents. He of course would be expecting Magisk to be close, so he doesn't know Magisk's position, doesn't want to give away any sound cues, just has to turtle up. So Config used to play together back in the Dignitas days, and they were a bit of a dynamic duo.
Yeah,
Magisk got dropped from the team, ended up in Astralis. Pretty
Let's
wild.
not forget Config was a candidate to join Astralis for a while as well.
That's true.
And the 5 versus 4. He's got a helmet, no grenades, and his teammate trying to be cannon fodder as they make their way towards ramp. And that's a great shot. You can see Config's feeling it. If they're going to win this map, it's going to be down to him.
It certainly is. 21st frag found, and it's a big one. Opens up ramp entirely. Now towards the lower site. Could get caught out with nades in his hand. He wants to be gun on. They do get a secondary rifle on Rush, and now that's drawn blood too. So for numbers favoring them, they have access to the lower site. The CTs are ready to try and hold them at bay. But Magisk actually falling further back.
I think they're saving.
They are.
They're giving in here.
Yikes.
So that's actually a huge round there. Config with the AK-47.
If you have a look right there on the right-hand side of your screen, you can see Zipex, Magisk, and Dupree. They're all bottomed out. And the loss bonus that, oh no, it could get worse for Magisk right here. He's going to hold on to it, so he's done enough. But you can...
version of the round. But as Chad has been outlining, and it's worth reiterating as we step into this round, that this next round would be the determining factor. Should Complexity convert it cleanly, take those weapons away as you've painted the picture, Chad, we could be on for a real game of Nuke here.
Well, we're going to be picking up the pace regardless. It's going to be Rush barreling through the squeaky doors and actually gets himself in towards the vent position here. His teammates just throwing smokes now, so this is all by design. It's going to get one player down there safely, which they've done with SMG as well. Wasn't a huge risk, and now Glaive battling back with the UMP here. It might be enough for two kills. They line up for him, and the grenades looking pretty spot on as well. It's now 4 versus 3. Remember, this is the investment from Astralis as they make their way in towards the back lines here. That's a dink and the bomb found.
Went from bad to worse that round right there. Rush is lower, but he's on his own. The rest of the team are getting mauled.
Jiggles in for the info.
It was basically he's feeling the game right now. The man's
he knows
a
what
bit
they
of a
want to do.
monster.
It does mean, like, sorry to interrupt you,
Just
Henry, but you see evidence of it all the time when Glaive is having a good game, as Chad suggests it's good signs, but I think it's just that when he's reading the game so well, he can get all those extra frags because he knows what they're up to before they do. Going to be seeing the lineup and the smoke for main. They might want to hit top right quick here. 2 already out. First frag for Dupree, but traded. And already I hear a bomb plan. That's ridiculous. This is a fast-paced round like nothing else. 1 minute 28 on the clock, and we got ourselves a 3v3.
Bomb not planted just yet, but Obo is going to take care of that responsibility. And Zipex now. Ooh, a bit of a fumble there. Does catch himself on the ladder. Could have got a bit dicey. He's got the Molotov in hand at this point. Wants to flush out the bomb site. And this is looking very good for Complexity. They have 3 AKs up against the SMGs here. AK found for Device and Molotov towards Hub. Flash in and in they go.
Forcing him into the close fight. The MP9 can find the frag. It's worked out wonderfully, but only for the first. More to overcome. Poison in the close CT vent, and he has lost his life. Spray does not connect. Bomb is so close, though. Glaive has to hold this. He still has a smoke, but he's going to be exposed, and that's how you win the round. Blame plays for the only frag that mattered, and now he can retreat and happily see the 10th on the board.
Glaive dropped down from the rafters position there and landed on 1 HP. That's how desperate things got. They're in an okay position for Astralis. There was the saved AK.
This feels like a seesaw right now for the CTs, right? Like, if they battle back and win 1 round, it's almost not good enough, right? In the second round, potentially lose a couple off the back of that. So once again, pressure on Astralis to convert. No kits for Astralis either. So if we do find ourselves in another post-plant scenario, something to remember. And the difference makers for Astralis in that first half were the clutches. We had Glaive doing some things. We had Zipex getting involved and Device with 2 back-to-back ones. So that's a crazy opening right there from Blame.
Yeah, straight through the smoke. That's one of the more ridiculous ways to find a first frag. And, well, Dupree's managed to claw just 1, no 2. Completely back. He's even ready for the 3rd. Poison wins the duel, though.
That's a very important one from Poison. Dupree was on for a 3rd there. And now the bomb to be planted. But Playmat, he's got Zipex. No problem whatsoever. Leaving Device in a 3 versus 1. We already laid out the gravity of this round here. And at this point, Device with no choice but to save. He's got the AK-47, a smoke, a couple of flashes. They are going to be in a lot of trouble. I don't think he survives this one. Playmat takes him down.
Triple. And that was when we first started talking about map 2. Absolutely
true. You can see Vertigo brought out here. I think that was just more of a wildcard pick, hoping that Astralis wouldn't be as well prepared as they were. You can see Complexity certainly won in terms of their execution, but they're looking very comfortable here on Nuke. This is much better.
I think as well, if you're Astralis going up against this Complexity roster after losing Vertigo to them once, you want to make sure that never happens again. And they made that feel, I didn't even talk about it. It's a force.
I was going to jump in.
Bloody hell.
They've got the Scouts, Desert Eagles. I'm not sure why. Their money was actually pretty good. I don't know why they feel like they had to do this, but on the CD side of Nuke, you've already got a map under your belt. I feel like this is not required, but let's see what they can do with it.
You're hearing the smokes, you're hearing the scout. Kevlar and Desert Eagles. Astralis refused to bend the knee. This
Scouts, Desert Eagles here. A couple of flashes up against a fully equipped Complexity going towards ramp, though the tightest choke point on the map. And they're being met by Scout bullets here. Zipex will find the first. Device, though, that was the window of opportunity. I feel like Complexity should close this one out now, but that was it. There was a chance.
Yeah, two chances to be precise. Zipex, 2 missed Scout shots. Did hit the first. But now,
the race is on.
They're heading up towards the top site, and Obo's collected Magisk. No issues there at all. Top site open, bomb down, and with just a couple of seconds to spare, Complexity have secured themselves as a 12th. 3 for Config in that one. He's closing in on the...
in Pro League to really let my shrieks out. I have been practicing. You guys do hear me in the mornings when I'm getting ready. Sit in the aimbot server just with the Zeus.
Screaming.
Yep. So let's see if Dupree can give us something to scream about.
Well, this should be a foregone conclusion, to be honest with you. USPs, Zeus, could be enough, though. It's actually come through. Obo will be taking care of business, though. Maybe a couple of kills for Astralis here now. A third, maybe not so much. We're going to see Config pull the round back in their favor. 3-on-1, Zipex, very good in these scenarios.
Watch him get an AK here.
If he gets an AK, there is a chance, but it looks like Poison's got his number, and it will remove his head.
Damn.
We got one. We finally got one.
The favourites, regardless of what we've seen in the last few rounds. I think they've made some questionable decisions with the finances, but I think they can
just right. So this is where he needs to start lighting it up with the multi-kills on the CT side. Once again, no kits in play.
Same smoke lineup for Rush here. Does take quite a lot of damage from the Molotov, and that will cost him his life. Dupree, though, similar sort of scenario, but Glaive mowing them down. Dupree will chime in as well, and Blame F left in a 4 versus 1. Does damage towards the upper bomb side, and Zipex knows he's being focused towards Trophy. He'll just fall back at this stage. Just try and hightail it towards the round parry. He's done so well to actually get out of here. I feel like Blame F still gets him, which he does.
Wow, I was about to give Zipex so much credit. He could see that he had to knife out, make as much noise as he could, but still Blame get.
Great for a kill, unless he looks directly beneath him right now. Does he check it?
Yeah.
We did.
He sees the legs. He could die off the time. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nice.
Just that he spent so much time and could have done so much work, but Astralis staying really tight until bank, but they need to be clean. They need to be keeping 3 or 4 players alive.
For the next couple of rounds, at least. They need to break down the money of the T's, and we've talked about it before on Vertigo, especially Device. Loves to move things around and catch you off guard, and that's exactly what happens to Blame F there. Didn't see the orb pushing towards that position, and now it's a 5-on-4. Great start for Device.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was bringing to Vertigo as well. Harder to manifest on Nuke, but he does it all the same, and now straight towards Rambo. They're caught! No! Both of them! Knife out for Device, and now descending very aggressively, trying to perhaps fake it out, because I'm seeing turn tails.
It's up to Glaive. He's caught them. And they will pull one back. 3 versus 2 now. Mages push towards that hub position. Does give them a kill back in their favor, but they're going towards the heaven position now. Molotov to come through. Mages can sense him on the other side. Flashes to come in. I feel like he gets a couple of kills. It Poison's low, but it's the heart he doesn't...
Wow.
Doesn't consider it
So
at
they've
all.
mollied front hut, assuming that he's going to stop watching that position, knowing no one can come out, and they get the kill. And now Dupree is left to pick up the pieces. This is he's been spotted.
Oh, he's perfect. And through the smoke, he's getting shot at. Complexity poised on their T side of Nuke.
Lucky with the timings there towards Ram, but still, it's going to have to be the perfect game from this point on.
Outside smokes. Device hears them, and it's time for him and Glaive to spring to life. Device's responsibility for now is Silo. Glaive to hold the cross. He's going to be Molotov into the fight. He'll take that and fall back.
Still a rough exchange for Astralis there. 4-on-4, especially in this sort of scenario, favors the T side for sure. Rush.
Sights, so does Device. And here's another chance. He's been spotted and on the way back. Rush gets the info. They've managed to locate the AWP and not far off through the wall. Accelerating. Magiski can hear the steps. He's got to hit some spectacular deagle shots, and he does catch one. Looking for a second into the oboe. Tags him up, all onto Poison.
No.
Quick flick already. Can't find the third. Astralis, they avoid match point.
They certainly do.
The roof of Hut gets the T's a little lackadaisical with that sound cue. They assume they can't be pushing it. Maybe Magiska's got that one. Oh, he has. Oh, baby. This time it's just going to be the stop molly, but still finds a gap. Can't find it. Blame's burning down to 19. The initial utility doesn't
use them. Bomb on the back of Poison right now. 4 smoke deployed, and they're walking in front of them. Just checking the close range angles out for players like Glaive, who's currently positioned in lower. Oh, the smoke, though. If he can get this down on the 1-minute mark, it's going to be spot on. Here's a footstep. Spots Rush. What's he up to? He's got his headset on?
Has he?
How did he not hear any of those steps?
I don't know what's happened there. He definitely heard him. He ran the entire way. Rush is like, I thought he was just going to kill me. I don't know what really happened there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, weird one for Glaive. Didn't get what he was hoping for. Now Device has to pick it up, and, well, not going to miss that one. Obo's gone. 4v4. Let's not forget just how much was invested into this from Complexity in pursuit of match point.
Oh, timings here. Zipex. Been a rough day in the office on Nuke.
And they don't give the fight to CT Spawn, but now the bomb. Oh, Poison, that death could cost them the round. Spotted, and now Magisk pushing in will finish off the job onto Blame F. The duel is won. Rush forced to clutch. With 20 seconds, top site's his only option. He could drop vents.
I have to here.
And he is. Straight down. Will have access to decon. The CTs will rotate through ramp respectively. Magisk unable to contest with his shotgun. It does get upgraded to an AK for the retake though.
Got to dodge the AWP. He doesn't so far. He has been legged, but it gives him a chance here. And Device might go down as well.
God, this is intense.
The auto shotgun's been thrown away. It's the AK-47 now. The pistol inflicting more and more damage, but there's still a chance of Rush here. The low HP player, if he finds him towards decon, this could be enough to win the round. Oh, the flash though. That's beautiful.
That's perfect. That right there is the teamwork that you want to see in Counter-Strike, right?
Wow.
He's stuck behind the bomb box. There's only 2 angles that he could potentially be facing. You take out the one where your teammate's coming from with a flashbang. You make it look simple. You get 12 on the board, but you're still...
Strategies, it's the kind of personal level understanding of having this synergy, being a team for so long and knowing what's going to win the round. And Astralis have always been the best at making sure they guarantee rounds and making sure they don't throw away silly ones, which you saw a lot of, especially in EPL. A lot of rounds given up to pistols and barely anything here. We saw lots of Glocks, no armor rounds work out. Server right now with him? Is that the idea? Six
well,
and
actually,
five.
maybe he's in the coaching slot. He could be watching.
That's a good point. He could be. I suppose that's true. Right then, Zipex.
Oh dear, this looks scary.
He has had a rough time in the ramp room, and they keep over-committing to this one. I don't know why they feel like they have to take the ramp room every time. Zipex 9 and 24 right now.
That was the bomb delivered.
Oof.
Nothing these Deagles can do. Oh, maybe Poison's P250 though can. He's going to retrieve the bomb. He's going to make this round slightly more realistic for his squad. They have access to the ramp. They've still got the bomb, and the tightest of lines being held by Device here. Jesus. Nice incendiary, will be challenged. Conflict's burning so much, but he actually gets the frag. He takes initiative and has given them an advantage here.
This was an eco, bear in mind. Barely anything invested into this round, and they've given up 3 kills already. 30 seconds remain, however, and there is lower presence from Dupree. AK-47, he sits towards Shadow. It's Mages, though, who will be the main protagonist of Astralis here. We're going to see him go towards Heaven. Here's a flashbang available to him. Low HP players in front of him as well. And they're going towards the hub, but he's a little bit late to arrive. They'll actually be on the bomb side by the time he gets towards the Heaven position.
10 seconds.
They'll be planting, in fact.
He's planning for Heaven. Oh, and that's the frag. That's the round. 4 seconds, no time to plant. Dupree is safe and just waiting it out for the final frag. Config will live to fight another day. Wins his duel.
Like Magus getting those 2 kills is great. If he got the 3rd and he denied Config from taking the AK, that would have been the perfect situation to go on down.
This was a full eco, bear in mind, right? It comes right down to this sort of situation. You let them plant the...
Okay.
Thank you, Zippy.
There we go. He heard you. He heard you.
Phew.
That would have been a nightmare. But we will see the AKs go out again. No AWP. And it's Config that saves the M4. Didn't want to necessarily, but
look at Device's
no
position.
Choice.
He's brought the aggression, but not with the AWP this time. And this is ballsy. This is very premature. Oh, he wasn't expecting. He assumed they'd all crossed. He heard steps. It was only one. Blame F crossing, baited.
Looking very assertive today. Confident as well. 33 kills. A key frag here, though. Jumps up towards Heaven. His teammates are going to be spotted. One's removed. Obo surely gets the trade.
They've lost so much map territory here. Astralis are under a lot of pressure. Dupree has to get this kill here to alleviate a little bit of it, but Rash, too good.
He's been holding that position all half long. Now it's a 4 versus 2, looking for map points here. After they got destroyed on Vertigo, 16-4. We didn't think there'd be a chance of complexity here, but they have managed to step up, go above and beyond. At 3-on-2 now. Remember, Zipex did purchase the kit, but does he want to go for this at all?
Doesn't look positive. Looks like closing in on Hut. Conflict in the prime position to ensure this round is safe. The rest just playing safe towards main. And an upgrade for Magisk is probably the best they're going to pull out of this one. He realizes the same. 15-13 complexity will have genuinely converted and pushed Astralis here on Nuke.
I still keep going back to those. There was a 3-on-5 that Glaive and Device won, and then the next round was a 2-on.
Hellhole for them on that side of the map. Zipex.
Ramp room. Zipex. He's been quiet. But 1 round is all he needs now, and here comes the test. Shots. confirms it with the steps, and will drop the incendiary should they commit.
At least they're giving them ramp this time. They've been fighting way too much of that side of the map, and Tipex probably only good for one here as well. That's not going to be enough. The Desert Eagle, that should be GG, boys. 4 versus 3 now. M4 and a scout on the retake. They have no kits. Bomb going down. Majors can't deny it.
Yeah, that was maybe their last saving grace. Device has done well to find config, so the hard hitter's gone. But Magisk and Dupree, a near impossible task. A 2 versus 3 against the weapons. And Poison does get caught out. Perhaps an AK for Dupree, but a 1v2 as well. No kit and no smoke. It's going to be an impossible task. He has to fake it now, and he can't even get a chance. Can't even get to the bomb. Complexity, take Nuke. We're going to 3. We're going to train. Astralis test.